What if I told you that your reactive cockapoo isn't anxious, frustrated, or trying to protect you? What if I told you they just really like barking? Most owners think that their cockapoo's reactivity is based on fear, but if it was, that would be pretty easy to fix. The reality is very different, unfortunately, and in this video today, I'm going to reveal exactly why your cockapoo is reacting and, more importantly, how to fix it. And spoiler alert, this is something that no one talks about and you won't find anywhere else on the internet. So in this video, I'm going to explain why your cockapoo's reactivity started in the first place, why it's still happening now, and why just building your cockapoo's confidence is not going to be enough to fix their reactivity. So where does your cockapoo's reactivity start? Most reactive cockapoos didn't start barking for no reason at all. There is always an origin for their behavior. Maybe they were scared, maybe they were frustrated, maybe they were in a high state of prey drive which brought on the barking, or maybe they're just bored and understimulated. At this stage, the barking makes sense. It is to alleviate some sort of pressure from our dogs. They're bored, they bark and they react. It makes them feel better, it gives them something to do. They're afraid when the postman comes to the door, so they bark and the postman goes away and it makes them feel better. There is a point in the behavior. Think about someone biting their nails before a big speech. It makes them feel better, it gives them something to do, and it alleviates their stress. And this is the exact same as your cockapoo's first few barks. Hey everyone, sorry for the interruption. Just very quickly, I want to let you know about the free cockapoo reactivity training that I have put together. The 3 pillars about how to fix your cockapoo's reactivity. Every single owner I speak to gets this wrong. They miss these 3 pillars and it basically guarantees that their cockapoo's always going to be reactive. However, you get this right and life with your cockapoo will change. It is completely free and it is linked in the description. Don't miss it. However, fast forward a couple of days, weeks, months, and maybe even years, and that original trigger is no longer the reason that your cockapoo is reacting. And that's why so many owners that I speak to tell me that there was a trigger. Maybe it was the postman coming to the door. But now, not only is it everyone that comes to the door, but it's people that even walk past the window or even just the sound of the doorbell that will cause their cockapoo to run into a frenzy. Or for cockapoos that are dog reactive, it might just have been black dogs. Maybe it was just male dogs. But now it's every single dog that your cockapoo sees, even from a football field away. At this stage, the original reason for the behavior is not relevant anymore. It's just a habit. So your cockapoo has performed the behavior enough that they are no longer scared, frustrated, or stressed. It's just what they do when they see that thing. And this is the habituation phase. The behavior is now a habit. Again, that person who bit their nails before that stressful event will now likely continue that behavior even when they're not stressed, just because it's become a habit. Your cockapoo's barking is exactly the same. And where you might see this take effect in day-to-day life is if you pick your cockapoo's lead up to take them for a walk, what you will likely get is your cockapoo rise in arousal and excitement, be raring to go just at the sight of that lead. Why? Because habit has told them that that predicts the walk, which they find exciting. That is the exact same process that your cockapoo is going through when they hear the doorbell or see that other dog. That anticipation of the thing happening is causing the reaction before you even get close to deal with it. And this is exactly why owners say that their dog won't take food outside, the dog won't take play outside, they've tried waving the fanciest treats in the world, the dog just isn't interested. You see, your cockapoo has already found a behavior that they enjoy more than engaging with you. Barking. And whilst building motivation and giving your cockapoo proper outlets is a crucial part of any reactivity training program, it on its own is not enough. Why? Because your cockapoo's reactivity is already something that they enjoy. Same thing with the person who likes biting their nails. It is simply not enough to try and get them to bite something else because they will go back to that behavior because it is an ingrained habit. Correctly building motivation, giving your dog an outlet for their drives will help reduce your cockapoo's reactivity. But once a habit is set, it won't go away on its own. In order to break a habit for our reactive cockapoos, we need a consequence that's undesirable. We need to take away their reinforcement and enjoyment of performing that behavior. By doing that, that then opens up a window where we can say to our cockapoos, hey, how about we try this instead? And that's where the toys and the food become a really important piece of the puzzle. But initially, we have to say, hey, you're not allowed to do that anymore. How about we pick something else? So now you have a full understanding of where your Cockapoo's reactivity is at, why it started, why it's continued, why it's gotten stronger over time, and most importantly, what you need to do to stop it. But you might be sitting here wondering, well, how do I do that? How do I teach my dog not to react? How do I teach my dog to do that instead? And that's exactly what I walk through my reactive Cockapoo clients in order to give their dog the best life possible. So if you're interested in how I can help your reactive Cockapoo, click the link below. You can book a completely free one-to-one chat with me where we'll assess where your Cockapoo's at, what I think is going on, and most importantly, your steps forward to live a better life with your reactive Cockapoo. And if you love this video, I guarantee you're going to love this one even more.